The engineering department at Mohawk College took a rare opportunity to test a Siemens Medical CT scanner. To test the capabilities of the scanner, the department decided to scan an ancient Japanese vase in an attempt to replicate the details and nuances of the pottery. The vase's owner, Jim Koyanagi, says he discovered the origins of the vase through a friend who was an expert in ancient ceramics.
And this is where I found out about this Jomon pottery, which goes back to about 1000 BC and into a 1000, 2000 AD. And these were strictly burial pieces, which the family, or if a warlord, if he died, they would bury this, for the long journey, and they would fill the container with food, other things, and they were buried that. And I've had this for about 30, 40 years. And when I brought it back to Canada, I found out the Royal Ontario Museum has one similar. There's about 3 in Canada, and I think this is just as good as anyone.
Jim's initial interest in working with this piece was to work with conservation efforts. So I knew immediately that when he put it into my hands that there was something I had to investigate as far as making some approaches that would be hands-off. And the first thing that I thought of was the rapid prototyping department, the AMRC department at Mohawk College. To my mind, it's second to none in Canada. So I started seeing this project in tri-area. There were 3 separate things. One was conservation efforts. So we're able to 3D print the piece in its entirety and make a prosthesis. The second was for study collections. Now we have a piece that you otherwise would see in a handful of galleries across the world outside of the glass. You can hold this piece and examine it. You can appreciate the tactile quality. You can appreciate the culture and the history firsthand. The third is for my own selfish realm, and that is for ceramics and the artistic practices. And from there, it just it abounds as far as energy levels and where it can go from here.
As a result of the successful scanning of the vase, there will be multiple possibilities for the technology and processes used in this experiment.
From a test standpoint, the vase became a very good demonstration project that we can now roll out into some live medical applications. So from vase, we can now move to bone reconstruction. We can move to surgical implant areas, utilizing the same skills that we had learned, taking medical data, turning it into engineering information, producing a physical object from there.
And while the vase is thousands of years old, it is still able to help develop the technology of the future. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Alex Smythe.